Hey guys, so today I thought I would take you through how I meal plan and how I grocery shop. We normally plan for 2 weeks at a time, and with leftovers that normally gets us like 2.5 weeks. I do try and keep it under $400, but sometimes we go over, sometimes we're under, but I'm really trying to keep it under $400. If you watched my last What's for Dinner, then you'll know that we are doing cheap cooking, like we're cleaning out our fridge and freezer and pantry, and so for a week I was just strictly cleaning and cooking out of there. So now I am planning for when we go shopping and when we do like a meal plan of sorts. I normally try and keep track of what we have in our fridge and freezer and pantry, and kind of I make sure I use some items while I meal plan, because I did I guess you could call it like a pantry challenge. We don't really have any food left, so I don't have to pick anything to base my meals around. I can kind of pick and choose what I want to make, and I'll have room for it. A lot of times the first thing I'll do when it comes to meal planning, if I've thought of anything recently that sounds good, or my husband's mentioned like, oh, I'd like to have that, then I'll put that on the meal plan. But if he hasn't, or if I haven't, then I will just start from scratch, and I'll look on Pinterest and YouTube, and if I have like any recipes saved on Facebook or something like that, then I will look there and I pick my meals from there. As of right now, I need to pick my meals, so let's do that. So I do have a board on Pinterest. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how well it's zoomed in or not, but I have a board called Cooking, and then I have a board called Cooking Favorites. That's basically like if I've tried a recipe and we really, really like it, or it's something that we know we're going to use all the time, I put it in my favorites playlist. And then if it's a new recipe that I want to try, or something that we haven't done in a while, then I'll keep it in Cooking. And so that's one of the first places I'll go, because throughout the month I'll just scroll like in my downtime, like through Pinterest and through YouTube, and if I see something that looks good, I'll pin that or I'll save the video. So basically right now I'm going to go through Pinterest, go through YouTube, and pick out probably 11 different meals that sound good to us, that should give us enough for a couple days of leftovers. So yeah, I'm going to pick out 11 different meals from Pinterest and YouTube, and probably some meals that I make, like I make from scratch, and I will be right back. So to start out, I just write it down on a notebook, and so far I have 11 items. So I have buffalo cauliflower wings, zoodles with an Alfredo sauce, portobello fajitas, potato soup, orange tempeh, which is going to be like a copycat orange chicken from Panda Express, French toast, BLTAs, which is carrot bacon with lettuce, tomato, and avocado. And then I'm going to try minestrone for the first time. I'm not sure what it's going to taste like, but it looked really good. And then Christine's is just, that's the recipe video that came from. Lasagna, jackfruit tacos, and this is of course the person who made the YouTube video, and then when it was posted, so that way I know which video it is. It was originally a chicken recipe, but I'm gonna switch it to jackfruit. And then I'm gonna do vegan sausages with cabbage and potatoes, and I've never had that before. Like the minestrone, the jackfruit tacos, and this one are completely new to me. I've never had it. And then we've also never had tempeh before. So I do like to incorporate at least like 1 new meal or 2 new meals. However, this next 2 weeks we have 3 new options and 1 almost new option, because we've had the orange sauce before and we have like half a bottle left. That's why I'm going to use it. But we've never had tempeh before, but I wanted to try it because we normally do it with tofu, but I just wanted to see what the difference between tofu and tempeh was, like taste-wise and texture-wise. So now I'm going to go through and decide what sides I'm going to have with this, and if I'm going to have a side. Some of the time I know like immediately what side we're going to have with it. So like with lasagna, we always do salad. Fajitas we normally have either by itself or with Spanish rice. And so there are meals that I know immediately what we're going to have with it. But then there are other times I'm gonna have to sit and kind of think about what I want to add with it, like with the minestrone and the tacos. But I'm just gonna get some sides, and I don't really go off anything. I just go off what kind of sounds good or what new sides I want to try. But I've already okayed this meal plan with my husband. I like to make sure that he likes what I'm cooking as well, because I'm not the only one eating in this house. He is too. And our son basically just eats anything we put in front of him. He's like a human garbage disposal. So he doesn't really not like anything, so I don't have to worry about him being picky, but my husband's kind of picky sometimes, so it just depends. I'm gonna fill out the sides. So for example, with lasagna, we're gonna do salad. I think I'm gonna do green beans, because this is what the recipe that I saw did. And then I'm just gonna get the rest of the sides, and I will be right back. So I am back, and I have now finished off all my sides. And some of them we do like traditional sides. So like the orange tempeh, I chose fried rice. French toast, I chose pineapple. And then sometimes I do like really weird sides and like doesn't really fit with the ethnicity. So like we're having jackfruit tacos. So tacos, you normally serve like beans or rice or something like that with it. But I was scrolling through Pinterest, and I saw, like, I was scrolling through Pinterest looking for side ideas, and I saw roasted Brussels sprouts come up, and we haven't had those in forever, and they're one of my favorites, so I decided to go ahead and just put that with it. So this is what we're having, if you need any inspiration. And I, of course, will do, like, what's for dinner videos and show these. So if you're looking for like a good recipe or something and you're not really sure, instead of like having to scour the internet for like an hour, I'll have a video probably within the next week or two showing half of these, and then next week of course will be like the next half. I got this planner today at Walmart. We had to run to Walmart for a few things. I've never actually had a planner, so I'm really hoping it'll work, and I thought it'd be really nice to be able to write down and plan like in here what I'm gonna have. So this is just another week of pantry challenges. I decided to make a list instead of just trying to come up with it off the top of my head. And then starting Saturday, we're gonna go shopping Saturday morning, and then we will have these meals starting Saturday. So I'm just gonna write them down real quick along with the sides. But after I get this written down, I'm gonna go ahead and figure out what we're gonna have for breakfast and then what we're gonna have for lunch. And just because we have it on a certain day doesn't necessarily mean that's what we're gonna eat that day. So I might put down like the fajitas for Saturday, and then Saturday I might be really feeling lasagna, so I'd make lasagna instead. But this is just like a rough guideline. If I get up in the morning and I'm like, man, I don't know what to cook, I can look at this and be like, okay, well, I already have a meal planned, instead of just, okay, here's 14 meals, now I gotta figure out what to make. It's just easier for me this way. So I am back with breakfasts and lunches. It took me about 20 minutes to decide, but for breakfast, I just have a few options. I have pancakes, waffles. Normally we do green smoothies, chia pudding, and overnight oats or oatmeal. These two are mainly for mornings that my husband works, because he wakes up super early and he has to leave the house by 6 to get to work. So I like something easy and simple for the mornings that he's working. And then biscuits and chocolate gravy, or we might just do regular gravy, peanut butter toast and strawberries. Please ignore that noise. My son is playing in his bedroom right next to, or in the room right next to me. Peanut butter toast and strawberries, and then I'm going to try the bagels again, the air fryer bagel recipe that I found, except I'm going to try and make it my own, and then oranges, because everyone in my house likes oranges. So basically these 3 lunches are like lunches that we will have at home, so me and my son when my husband's working, or when my husband on his days off, this is what we'll have. Or we might just pick something that just sounds good at the moment, and if I have the ingredients we'll make it, but this is normally what we have for lunch. And then this is what I will pack for my husband's lunch. He is in the military. He works normally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 12 hours, so he needs a lot of food. So I normally pack him a lunch, and then 1 or 2 cold snacks, and then a pocket snack. So that's basically stuff that he can throw in his pocket and eat real quick if he needs a quick snack, or if he hasn't gotten a chance for lunch. He can throw these in his pocket while he's working while he's working and just pop a couple in every now and then. So that way he still has something to keep him going. That's what I'm going to pack him. He does have a lunchbox with a cooler, and he does have a microwave at work, so he can microwave all of his stuff. I will put these down in the meal plan, and I'm going to show you how I lay everything out in my planner, and then also how I write the ingredients down and how I basically plan out the ingredients that I need for the meal. So I'll be right back. So I have just finished filling out my planner and planning everything. So on the days that Sean doesn't work, I don't write a lunch option because we just kind of pick whatever we want when we're at home. The only time it really ever matters is when he's at work, so that way I can look at that and pack him a lunch real quick. So it's all pretty easy meals. I'm going to try the bagels again. We're going to see how well they work out. If they don't, we're just going to have something else. And then like Monday, he has calzones, peppers and carrots, and trail mix. And I'm going to pack him probably a bunch of these because he absolutely loves these with a bunch of ranch. And then I tried to keep the easier options for dinner for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And the more complicated ones that might take a little longer for like days he's off. So here's everything that we're going to eat. Again, this is his lunch, so that's why I have it planned out. The rest of these days he doesn't work, so I don't have anything planned out for those days. But yeah, and this is just kind of how I plan everything. And then I just put biscuits and gravy for this morning and then leftovers because we will go shopping this day for the next 2 weeks. And then I do keep a list on the fridge of what this is and what the ingredients in it are. So for example, for like French toast, it's going to say French toast on the side, and it's going to have like flaxseed and milk and cinnamon and stuff like that. So I'm just going to write that out real quick because it really helps me when I'm planning. I can look and see, okay, I need this in a meal and I need it this many times. So I'm going to put that in my cart this many times. And it really helps me decide if I need something or not. So I'm going to do that real quick and then I'll be right back. So I am back and I'm done, and this is basically what it looks like. This is the meal and everything I need for it, so I can hang this on the fridge and be like, okay, we're gonna have cauliflower wings. This is what I need to pull out, and then I can easily pull the recipe up without having to go back and look at it a million times to figure out what the ingredients are. Plus I can just easily look at it and go, okay, I need garlic powder while I'm almost out, so I can order that and things like that. And this just makes it easier for me. This is how I've meal planned since I started meal planning almost a year ago, and it works really, really well for me. So maybe try it and see if you like it, and if you meal plan just like I do, let me know down below. So I hope you guys have a good day, and if you liked this video, consider sticking around for more, and I will see you next time. And don't forget, all of the meals listed here will be shown in future What's for Dinners. So yeah, have a good night.